Hello, hi everyone. Welcome and thank you so much for being here. We're going to do a collective and timeless reading. So whenever this reading finds its way to you is the right time, but keep in mind it's still a general reading. So see which signs, symbols, messages, ideas resonate for you in your particular situation and hopefully help to bring you a little clarity on whatever you're wondering, concerned, confused about. It could broaden your perspective and show you something with fresh eyes or change your focus, show you something that was maybe in the dark or right there all along. But in the end, always trust yourself. That divine inner guidance is inside of you, and try to make balanced decisions between logic and intuition so that your decisions are sound and based in love and for the highest and greatest good of everyone. So we're all uplifted in love. For those of you that are returning here, I just want to express my love and gratitude. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, subscribing the videos. I really appreciate all of you. And for those of you who are new, welcome. Let's begin. We're going to start today with the tarot. This is the Tarot del Fuego. Get a little clarity on the energy going on right now. Messages for the collective. Let's see what God source, Holy Spirit, Christ consciousness, our higher selves, angels and energies of love have for the highest and greatest good of all. Some messages on the energy going on right now and how to navigate these energies best. Please and thank you. What's that? Oh, we have the Five of Wands coming out first. So the Five of Wands is usually when there's some arguments. It's like too many cooks in the kitchen, too many opinions going on outside. I usually see it as like the scrimmage match. Sometimes competition can be really helpful and it can kind of like get you revved up and stronger at something. You know, if you have a big team and you're kind of playing against each other in the pretend game, you know, the scrimmage match, you're getting better together. But if you were actually in a situation, whether that's a partnership, an environment, or you and many others where you feel like you're not just at odds, but you're not on the same team. You're just not seeing eye to eye on something. The energy is always like kind of conflicting. Then maybe that's an energy you're getting out of or you're changing. I feel like this little squirrel here is very peaceful, even though there's all of this electricity in the air. I feel like maybe you have to find the right personal space or environment where you feel protected. I just heard where you feel shiny. Maybe where you feel like your energy is shiny and sparkly and peaceful. This new area that you find has some growth here. It looks like you're still waiting for something to blossom. And you have this crown, but the crown is like floating. So maybe you're receiving some spiritual downloads on how to find a little freedom in a situation or relieve yourself from something that feels stressful to you. The squirrel also makes me think of like preparation and saving something. So maybe you're preparing. But it's wands. So wands is like, it's like passion and creation and adventure and excitement. It's where there's that like passion inside of you. So maybe you're feeling more passionate about redirecting your energy somewhere. Clarity on the Five of Wands, please. The Eight of Swords. So maybe you or someone else really felt stuck. Maybe you felt stuck in an environment or in a relationship where it was always like combative. This person is blindfolded. So not seeing the way out of a situation clearly. But when the Eight of Swords comes through, it's usually just a perception that has to change. You have to change your focus. You have to see the reality of a situation and be open to redirecting your attention to get out of a situation with your own personal power, and possibly in a different way than you were seeing before. Because here you're not seeing something clearly. There's always a way through when the Eight of Swords comes in. It's just getting in your head about something that it can't be possible to get out of something, or how to. You just have to find a solution a different way. And you have to get out of that negative mindset that you can't. It's telling yourself you can, recognizing you are powerful enough to make changes where they need to be made. Clarity on the Eight of Swords, please. It's interesting. All of these swords are kind of like pointed inward here, but yet they're still kind of creating, it looks like a rib cage to me. So maybe it's a, maybe that's like a rib cage. Maybe you need to open your heart with something. Maybe connect your heart to your mind. Or maybe there was a sense of protection going on, but you're figuring out how to open the door. Maybe be a little more vulnerable. It's a sword, so I feel like there has to be a connection between the mind and the heart. You can't be in all one or the other. That could also be how somebody else feels. Clarity on Eight of Swords, Five of Wands. And then we have the Lovers. So maybe making a choice or getting out of a situation. The Lovers can be a beautiful card of a brand new partnership, or really making decisions that not just involve your heart, because we all have free will, but it's having the freedom in a situation for someone else to feel exactly how they feel and to have the free will to make a choice. Hopefully with the Lovers, it's two people coming together and choosing things that, are the same, or having the same goals, or at least a support system, having really good communication. But this could be somebody making a really big choice about their heart. There are actually three people here. So maybe somebody is deciding between one relationship or another relationship. There's actually two homes here too. I mean, sometimes the Lovers upside down is choosing to not be in a relationship at all. If it's a relationship that's always combative and where you feel stuck, like your opinions aren't being heard, or your dreams don't matter, or you're always kind of butting heads here, then maybe it's choosing to release yourself from a situation that doesn't feel right. Or that could be somebody else too. Let's see. It's also a Gemini card. Clarity on the Lovers, please. It's interesting because there's the two people here. One person is actually offering the cup. The other person looks like they want to, but it looks like what's in the cups is different. One looks like it's actually full, and one looks like it appears to be full but is actually pretty empty. It's almost like there's like an empty offer and one that's holding back. One person has the rose on their head, which makes me think of a thorny situation, but also very beautiful. And the other has like an evergreen. It makes me think of that song by Thinking Out Loud. Your soul is evergreen. So maybe one situation is like, looks beautiful or comes across as being beautiful, but is actually maybe a thorny situation, and the other one maybe is holding back, but has like the right kind of root system to create a forest, to really last. See the tree, the rose, and then there's these two cups, but that one's just, it looks like it's like an empty offer, whereas this one looks like it's real. Clarity on the Lovers and the Eight of Swords and the Five of Wands, please and thank you. Then we have the Four of Pentacles. This is such a weird card. Look at this person has like coins on their eyeballs, coins on their mouth. This is sometimes the Miser card. This is really holding on to something tight. I always look at this card different ways though, because if your money is flying out the window, if this is Pentacles, it's monetary, but it's also things. If you're overspending more than you're actually bringing in, that has to be adjusted. If this is learning how to save for a rainy day, that's usually a really good message with this. It's learning where you can plant these seeds of abundance so they actually create stability in your life. But if you're just shoving these coins in the purse and not allowing yourself a little bit to be open for something to be reciprocal, coming back and forth, in and out, then there's never going to be a huge growth. Sometimes this is like the stingy person. They don't want to let go of something. And if this is clarity on the Lovers, that's somebody like not allowing somebody freedom. That's somebody holding on to something so tightly that they're suffocating it. There's no growth. It feels like it's stuck in this cage. It would put this kind of energy, like there's always flames in the air, like a storm's always a brewing. Even if it's not outward fights, it's energetically felt and uncomfortable. It feels like walking on eggshells a little bit. So if this is you or someone else really holding on to a relationship and having it to be a certain way, or somebody has to feel something, or you have to do this, it's like such a restricting energy. It's not what the Lover should be when it's upright and it's beautiful and free flowing and evergreen, and there's complete trust and faith. So maybe it's recognizing what to hold on to and what to actually let go of, where there can be growth and where there is none. At the bottom, you do have the Magician. So it's finally taking back the power to manifest your dreams. The Magician is the I am. Hey, that's a really good energy. That means you or someone else is not just teetering on a decision about the heart anymore. You're actually manifesting what makes your heart feel alive. All those dreams you have in your head of things that you want to do and create and have is possible. The Magician can make it happen. It's recognizing the talents you have, what makes you unique and special and different, the people you already know that can be helpful, the tools in your actual environment that you can start to work on. If the Magician is working on something, he's not afraid to mess up and to fail. Don't get stuck in your own way and not try at all because you're afraid to mess up. Messing up is how we learn. That's how we grow. That's how we can redirect and readdress something and make changes. And it's trying it until it works. And then once you get it right, then that thing is good. And then you have a new dream that you want to manifest. And you're like, I don't know why I see like, it makes me think of like, not a kaleidoscope, but a mosaic. It's like you start with one little piece, you know, it's almost like a puzzle. But the more you allow this beautiful dream you have to be created and actually be in your life, and the energy you put into something, the more beautiful it becomes. The greater are the possibilities. Your dreams actually can expand. Look at this Magician. These cards are so complicated and beautiful. He is working on a stump. So maybe something had to be cut down. There are still deep roots in something, but you have a fresh surface of something to work on. It also makes me think of the rings of the tree. Like I keep getting that song. It's like something being ageless, timeless, eternal. There is always an infinity in the magician. It's probably in here somewhere. This magician also has cool tattoos. Maybe you have tattoos. There's like 2 doves in the background, and they all have like 3 eyes. So really tapping into your 3rd eye. So this manifestation that you're having is spiritual. It's not just mundane. It's not just to have more stuff like this miserly person would want. You know, that's just commercialism. This is just shit you can't take with you when you kick the bucket. When you manifest your real dreams and you manifest real abundance and prosperity, these are the experiences you feel so blessed to have in your life, that you remember, that you take with you, the skills that you learn, you know, the beautiful moments that you get to have. It's manifesting that. When the magician is upside down, this is the person that tries to like sell you the product they don't believe in. They know that their thing that they're selling is kind of a piece of crap and it's going to break. And they put up a big front like, oh yeah, it's the best. You have to have this. And then they want to run out the door because they know they don't believe in their product. You want to believe in your product, what you're really manifesting. You want it to be the truth and connect to your destiny, your soul. Make your heart be alive. Feel like it's singing. Make your mind shine and sparkle. Your thoughts are clear. When you talk about this thing that you're excited about and doing, it involves your truth. And it's like getting to wake up and have a new discovery every single day. Every single day becomes exciting. It's not that person that goes to the job and just sits there and doesn't like it because they don't believe in it. Because it's like almost like it's a disconnect from the true divine self, or where your real destiny wants to be. This is taking action on something. It looks like he's holding like a like almost like a dowsing rod. You know, when you hold the thing and you find the water underneath. Maybe you're finding a magical well or something that was underneath the surface. But the magician has everything. You have, you know, you have your cup there. You've got your wand. You got the pentacle. The sword. It's also an olive branch here. All right, let's continue. Let's do an energy card. Energy Oracle, clarity of the 8 of Swords, the 5 of Wands, the 4 of Pentacles, the Lovers, and the Magician. The Lovers is generally a Gemini energy, but the Magician I always see as a Gemini / Virgo energy. It's like the combo. One energy card. Let's get the foundation to bridge all of these together. Attachment. So this is what's being released. This is what you are no longer manifesting, or somebody else. Attachment to a specific outcome, attachment to a way of thinking, attachment to a certain person. That would definitely be this. It's so much energy on something being inside this perfect little box that's not perfect, that it's too contained. There's no elevation, there's no growth. It feels like you're literally chained onto something that feels very uncomfortable. So maybe that's what you or someone else is breaking out of, a situation, an environment, a relationship, anything like that, where you feel like you're just restricted on where you really want to be. Look at this person has been in these chains so long. There's actually cobwebs here. There's all of this foggy smoke and mirrors kind of energy. Like it's just kind of like you don't quite know the truth of something, or can't really see through the smoke. Maybe that's also with this. It could be the communication somebody had. It's always like they say something, but actions don't really match, or you don't really know where the intentions are coming from. It looks like somebody does want to take off their mask. To live their truth, to see something. If it was like not, it was a little bit artificial energy. Clarity on attachment. It could also be a way of thinking, a way of always doing something. You're attached to something like having a particular outcome. Maybe you have to open up that box, see things, you know, like the magician would here, new possibilities, a new way through something, a new way of thinking, new clarity. Clarity on attachment, please. Yeah, you're definitely manifesting something. You're figuring out how to open up this big, beautiful door away from this weird gray place where you can't see clearly and you're chained down to something. And opening up the door to your own your personal path. So this comes back to you, the I am energy of the magician. Even with the lovers, it's taking away your power where it doesn't belong. It's offering freedom with the lovers and taking back that choice to yourself. Door to personal healing and happiness. You're opening up that door. There's a rainbow. There's a dove. Maybe the rainbow is after the storm. Look at all the lush growth you have, not just outside, but inside this situation. So follow your joy. Take action on the things that make you feel good. What do you love to do? What do you do where there's just no time? Time just falls away. You feel like a child. You feel like a kid. Maybe you have to pursue something where it's either a huge curiosity that you have, or you have enthusiasm about discovering something about a certain subject, or a certain talent that you have, or a certain beautiful facet of you that makes you you. Start by stepping into joy. What makes you joyful? Who makes you joyful? What environments make you feel like you're alive and thriving like that? It's starting down that path. And it doesn't mean it happens all at once. It's just getting off the fence and taking action. These horses look like they're just going to jump over that fence. So if something was fenced in, you're recognizing how powerful you are. I feel like there maybe is a partnership. You have the lovers, and then we have these two horses. They're like kind of opposite and kind of the same. Yin yang. Maybe somebody's really different than you, but they both look just as powerful as the other one. These horses look like they feel free. But if you are stalling on something or on the fence on something, making a decision, having that, you know, this is a big decision. This is taking action, and this is taking action and doing something about it. So, what do we need? Let's do this. This is the love angels. Let's get one message. Get a little clarity. Guys, one message, please. And thank you. Just remember with readings too, if this doesn't feel like it's necessarily your story, it could be what somebody else is going through. Giving you like a little peek behind the door. If something was feeling foggy before, kind of know where someone's energy is. One message, please. Wow. You have attachment and you have deception. Someone is wearing a mask in a relationship. Not telling the whole truth. You have this mask here. So maybe that's where the decision is being made. Maybe there's one situation where someone's just not giving you the whole truth. They're not really being their authentic self, hiding something, afraid to really be seen. Let's get another card. Clarity on deception, please. Reaching your goal. Everything you want from this connection will manifest in the near future. Well, you have this manifestation. So I don't think that's going to be in the situation where you always have a mask on, or where somebody else always has a mask on. This is telling you there's somewhere else where you can be your true self. That's where, not just, I'm not even getting that it's a big goal. I'm getting that it's huge. It's more like a dream. Everything you want will manifest if you're in the right connection. One more card, please. Oh, wow. Big card. Big. You got the twin flame card. This person is your mirror soul. This is why this connection feels so sacred to you. So this is a real divine connection that you or someone else has or thinking about. Doesn't feel like anything else. Probably really confusing. You're feeling something at a soul level. And it's probably the most real feeling you've ever felt in your entire life, or how someone else is feeling. And there's probably a lot of adjusting going on. At the bottom, it says, be optimistic. Keep in mind that you create your reality. You create the reality where you feel like you're always deceiving yourself. You're stuck in some maybe karmic attachments in a place where you feel chained down. Or are your thoughts and vibrations in the possibilities of divine energy? Your dreams coming true. You believing in these loving decisions that you're making. Reaching your goals. Keep in mind that you create your reality. You can't attract love in a negative mindset. So if it's, you have negative thoughts, we all do. We all do, because we're human. We have all kinds of thoughts all the time, every day, depending on the situation, depending on our mood, depending on what's going on. But if you're constantly having scenarios like replay, if you are constantly looking at how something didn't work, or how it couldn't possibly work, or, you know, giving too much energy and frequency to lower vibrations, then those are the attachments and situations and energies that you are like manifesting, because that's where your vibration is. So it's just having the consciousness. If you have a weird thought, that was a weird thought. I'm going to replace that thought with gratitude that I grew from that weird situation, or gratefulness that it redirected me over here, or giving you the chance to try something again and do it differently. It's just literally, the more you replace those thoughts with something positive, how you talk to yourself, how you talk to others, it automatically like dissipates that negativity. It automatically makes your energy twinkle and vibrate differently. And you start to see possibilities, and you start to see new options, and you start to see that that path over there is twinkling a little bit more, because that's what you're vibrating at and looking for and open to. It changes everything. But it just takes some redirection, self-evaluation, self-reflection, forgiveness, awareness, and then everything just takes off differently. All of a sudden, you start to see these magnificent possibilities everywhere. And the road to, you know, these goals can be many, many, many different paths. You can get to that same destiny so many different ways. But you're here now, and it's choosing to enjoy the journey every step of the way. take action today on what makes you happy, what makes you tick and feel alive. You know, it's releasing energy where it doesn't belong, or it's no growth, or it's not working, or it is a pushy energy, or it doesn't need to be, and taking your power back. Recognizing how special you are, how much you deserve. And knowing that, and having a little bit of an expectation that you deserve that and better. So open yourself up to the better. What if it could be even better than you ever imagined? So let's see. I never really know where these readings are going to take us. I was going to kind of pull finance cards, but I mean, we do have that one. We do have that Four of Pentacles. Maybe we'll pull this. Let's do one finance card. Let's just get a little message. This might be just a separate message. Or maybe it will connect. Get one message on what is this called? Money coming from. Where is this? Career and money oracle cards. Let's just get one card. Bring a little more depth into this reading. Another message. Helpful advice, please, and thank you. Slow. You have action here, and you have the slow turtle. Look at it, it's so cute. Look at this little turtle. Maybe slow and steady actually wins the race. Slow progression. Slow down a little bit. Making slow progress, but you're getting there. Remember, slow and steady work leads to success that is sustainable. Time to stop putting things off to later when you need to do it now. So maybe some of you are, you know, keeping yourself on these chains or someone else's, and you're moving a little too slowly. You want to continue on that path, not just sit on the fence. So maybe there's a procrastination energy that was happening. Maybe that's going to be what changes. And once that changes, that's when that magician can start to manifest this beautiful personal door to happiness and love with the Lovers. Maybe you're also, if that has to do with career, maybe it's just doing what you can do each day, doing the best you can. Some days might be easier than others. Maybe sometimes that clock looks like it never moves and it's taking forever. But other days, when you're following that joy and doing those little things, that's where the time just falls away. Let's get one more card. I didn't even realize I was shuffling, so I guess we're getting one more card, guys. Uno más. Life purpose. You're hitting the bullseye. You will have new ideas and inspirations that will guide you to your divine calling. This is huge. This is not just little goals. This is where you're supposed to be. It's what you signed up to be here for. There's a huge purpose for you. You're meant to be doing something pretty amazing, or at least makes you feel amazing. It says you will have new ideas, inspirations that will guide you to your divine calling. Even though this is a money deck, it's still telling you you have a divine calling. You have to tap into your higher self and have that spiritual energy. What is meant for you will not leave you as long as you continue to push forward. So if you know you have this goal or this thing that you're meant to have, you have to keep trying for it. Ask for what you need, and things will align for you to carry out your vision. So maybe it's speaking up, having a conversation, prayer. Hi, babe, what you doing? At the bottom, we have growth. Expect good money flow, a raise or a new job offer. It's important to unlearn, unlearn to grow as rules continue to morph and change. So releasing these attachments, unlearning is sometimes way harder than learning. You don't know what you don't know what you don't know, and things are always going to change. So it's being flexible, adaptable, and adjustable so you can change and grow with something. You are delaying your growth. The process of healing is worth doing. So I guess that's the base energy of this whole reading. You know, maybe something getting stuck, teetering on which way to go. It's just deciding to take action. What are we at? 35, not too shabby. Let's go to a different tarot deck. Do I have it? I want to use this one. This is the Art of Life Tarot. Let's clarify this reading. The Art of Life. Please and thank you. Wow, you got a double whammy, guys. Do you? No, I thought you had the Nine of Cups. Well, you got the Nine of Cups, which is you being so vibrant. Look at, you're riding this horse side saddle. This is your wish coming true. This is you feeling exuberant and alive. You have all this horse energy here. A happy life is one in accordance with its own nature. Marcus Aurelius Seneca. So when you're living like when you're living with this vibration of your truth and on the destination to your happiness, everything unfolds differently. Blessings just keep coming in. It feels like you keep having wishes come true. This is recognizing what it is you desire, though, because when the genie comes and they're like, hey, what do you desire? Do you know? And is your desire in a certain attachment or a little box, or is it big? Is it one of those wishes where you're like, I wish for 1,000 more wishes? You know, that, because you can get them all. But you do have to realize that this is sometimes the open bar card, and or the feast is on the table. It's knowing when you're satisfied. It's not overindulging in something and then putting on the big old stretchy pants and feeling like, I ate too much. You know, it's having just enough and knowing when you're full. And it's then having a little more so you can keep replenishing yourself with this beautiful energy. It just keeps flowing in abundance instead of like really, really high and then like, you know, you're hurting the next day. It's finding that perfect stability of energy where it's just always this overflowing joy in your heart. It is possible. I really like this card. And it looks like it comes when you have this, interesting because it's the divine masculine and feminine emergence and alchemy into one another. The Temperance card. It's also being professional. It's handling a lot of energy and doing something that maybe is maybe is really difficult, but you make it look easy. It's finding that Goldilocks zone, finding that perfect point, whether that's between different personalities or different situations or different emotions, whatever it is, it's like the perfect ingredients to make your perfect stew. Not too hot, not too cold. Knowing that in one situation, somebody's too hot could be another person's too cold. And recognizing and being flexible how to adjust all of that energy so that it's always moving smoothly. It's alchemy, it's art. It's usually where you have some really big divine help in a situation. There's usually a big archangel in this card. And it's having that divine help from God that's helping you find true balance. As above, so below, masculine, feminine, as within, so without. All of it is balanced here. But there has to be a constant movement of your energy and constant changing. You can't be stuck and stagnant or the waters don't flow right. This girl's actually bathing her feet like by the lake or by the river. So maybe it starts with you balancing your own masculine and feminine, finding your own balanced place that could bring in that perfect balance of a partnership where it's ever flowing and back and forth and reciprocal and abundant and nourishing and divine. But it starts with you figuring out this balance in yourself. Maybe self-care here says the unlike is joined together and from differences results the most beautiful harmony. Maybe somebody is really different than you. Or this is, you know, a certain situation where you're involved. If this has to do with business, maybe it's you in a really weird environment. This is not really like your thing or where you thought you would be. But, like something feels kind of special, or you're kind of special in an unusual place. Because then there can be like art. It can be different energies coming together or different ideas put to the table to create something that would never have been created if there wasn't that unique thing or person or place there. That's what keeps you open-minded and open-hearted. Beautiful harmony. Unlike is joined together, and from differences, that's where the harmony comes. Not when everyone's singing that same note. It's the whole orchestra of vibrations that make it special. Oh, wow. Very nice, guys. Let's sum up this reading with one more card. Let's do the bird. The winged enchantment. Summarize temperance. 9 of Cups, life perfect, purpose, action, growth, magician, lovers. Movement, progress. One card, please, and thank you. The waxwing. It looks like the temperance card a little bit. This person is like bathing in the creek. Look at these wings. They look like spiritual wings for sure. They're really big. They almost look like they're part of the water. Let's see, that's number 37. Where did I put my glasses? I thought I just had them here. How do I always lose these? I think somebody's at my door. I'm going to read this, answer the door, find my glasses, and I'll be right back. That was my mom. She came to take Rose on a walk. So let's sum this reading up for you guys. 37's waxwing. I am waxwing, the balancing. Hey, got some balance here with temperance of give and take. You know, reciprocal energy. Knowing when to give and knowing when you're giving in a place and not getting it back to take something back. It's equal exchange here. It's I am what you reveal and what you hide behind. You did have that mask. I am intoxicated with the sweetness of life. Oh, I like that line. It's like a poem. I am the ritual of ceremonial giving. I am the courtesy and generosity of sharing the good life. Because this person has so much to share. And this happiness that is just exuberant in energy just heals others. It creates more happiness in the world. I am the importance of knowing what roles you play. Be aware of what you are presenting. Be mindful of the masks you live by. Is it your truth? Is it not? I am the wisdom to shape and shatter facades. I am the abundance of heart to present my joy to others. There is great strength in letting the world know who you are. So maybe some of you really need to start taking action on something you know is your life purpose. It's something really special about you. You were meant to do something. You were meant to have this abundance in your world and manifest this dream come true. Your heart's desire, the true wish that you have, start. If you have a gift, share it. If you have a talent, share it. If you have an idea, pursue it. If you have something you want to create, start. If you want to express your love, speak or do it. You know, maybe it's actions and words. You are reciprocity. You are joyful indulgence. You are unmasked. That's a good place to end. Where was that? You know, where is it? There's so many cards here. You or someone else is ready to take off the mask. Live in truth. You are waxwing. And with this, I bid you guys adieu. Thank you so much for being here. I hope this reading was helpful for you and you have a beautiful day. And I will see you soon. Bye.